Between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On the slant, it's Fant. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Seahawks at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they took the tough loss in the opener, CD, but since then they've rebounded to win 2 straight.
And that's exactly what you want to see from your team early on, how they can bounce back from adversity. The Week 1 loss, that absolutely stung. But how about how hard they've worked in the couple of weeks since? And now they're moving back in the right direction.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll drop to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
On 1, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And some room to roam now. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
11
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd and 12. Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete.
Here we go.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go.
Now a second down and 6. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
11.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Here we go.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go. Set.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here we go. Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's go. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Mustang 19.
2nd and 6. It's caught. Lockett. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's 2nd and 9.
18 Rattlers. 19 Light. 18 Pioneer. Hustle.
They're going to look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll look to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
It's complete to Lockett. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Myers' kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Home line, ready?
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
11.
Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And he's got room. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Burrow loses the football. The big fella, he's at the 50. 30, the 20, 10, 5, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Home line, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now.
Here we go.
2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Get set. 11-90. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. And the Seahawks had a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 51 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. First down. Here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Reset in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
11 MT. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow. He sets to fire deep. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
11, 11, 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
3.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. McPherson on for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
50 Bobcat, 50 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot.
33 yards that time. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, it's Walker. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw. And Walker has it. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
On the jump. Trap 50, trap 50. Trap 60.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're going to bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
11 Thomas. 11. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
We have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 4. And this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Looking to throw.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
11.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. Oh, good move.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 72 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Mixon.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the...
2.